Greetings, all of my warriors on the prayer team. I really miss you guys. Shanice has missed you guys. I know I've been gone from the thread and also been gone from interacting with you guys as much as I used to, but I was searching for some things spiritually, and I will share that with you guys when I get in person with you guys. But one of the things God has shown me is that we are going through a new phase, and I really want to share that with you guys. But let's get down to business. We're going to start to get back on one accord and get back on sharing the same vision. But before we do that, I want to give a special shout out to Julian and her kids. Congratulations on the graduation. Sorry I could not make it. We had all intentions to be there, but I had to work. The kid is on the way. So we had doctor's appointment coming up. We had other things we had to pay for. So I had to work more than I wanted to. So with that being aside, congratulations, Julian, with your kids, and anybody else who's celebrating something, please do not hesitate to put it in a thread so we can support you guys, because we want to start doing things together outside from the gatherings that we have every other week. I want to do more, spend more time with one another. So with that being said, let's get down to business, guys. So next Wednesday, we're going to switch the meeting around, switch the gathering around. Next Wednesday, we're going to meet at Rose's house. Next Wednesday, we're meeting at Rose's house. And the following Wednesday, we're going to do 2 Wednesdays in a row. Next Wednesday is Rose. The following Wednesday is going to be Ty's house. Why are we doing the switch from Ty to Rose? Because our friend Rose is leaving. She's not sure the exact day, but she can leave anytime in June. So we want to be able to spend time with her in her home before everything's all packed up and gone. And also, I think that all of us would feel some type of way if Rose went back home, if we wasn't able to pray for her, spend time with her, laugh with her, giggle with her, because we don't know what tomorrow may hold. Sometimes God takes a hold of our lives and he sends us to places and gives us new assignments. So I want to honor Rose and spend time with her. So next Wednesday is going to be at Rose's house. The following Wednesday is going to be at Ty's house. So with that being said, Arnesia is leaving as well, leaving the church. God is sending her somewhere else. She's going to be greatly, greatly, greatly missed. And it seems like our great pillars are leaving, Tanaya, Jonathan, Rose, and Arnesia. So I feel like it's a time to start recruiting. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I'm going to sit down with you guys at Rose's house, and we're going to do some game planning as far as what are some good ways we can start recruiting. But the reason why I want to start recruiting is we actually have leaders that are set up in place. We have Ty and Julian that's going to be working over the scheduling, the events. If there's a concert that's going on, if you want to get together and just hang out, you would get a hold of Julian or Ty. Ty is slightly over Julian just because she's been doing it for a long period of times, but they're both leaders. So if you have any concerns about, any questions about concerts, gatherings, or getting together, hanging out, you can talk to Julian or you can talk to Ty. They have the authority to post in a group and make adjustments to the schedules, or you can always come to me. But if you come to me, I'm just going to say, what did Julian say? What did Ty say? I believe in the leaders. Second of all, some more leaders. You're gonna start to see more of Nina and more of Contour. You're gonna start to hear their voice more on the phone calls, and you're gonna start to hear them more speaking on the strategy meetings on Sunday. Everybody's going to put into a leadership position. I want to do this right away, but be doing it in phases. So if you're not in a leadership position now, you will be very, very soon. This is very critical because when we start to bring in more recruits, we start to bring in more people, we are going to be generation 1, the first generation. That's the name that God gave you guys. So when we start to bring in new recruits, they're going to come into a program that's well groomed. They're going to come into a program that's well organized. They're going to come into a program where everybody in the group is going to know the vision. They can come to anybody in the group and ask questions you should know the answer to. And we're going to have leaders put in position to where they can be cultivated by Ty, be cultivated by Nina, be cultivated by Sandra. So everyone needs to be in a leadership position, and they need to be well versed in what's going on in the group. So I'm really excited about that. The second thing is we're meeting with the Connect team in about 2 or 3 weeks, probably shorter. Reason why this is going on because the Connect team has the same passion that we have with meeting with the pastor and first lady. But Julian, Ty, and Brooke was talking about meeting with other groups in the church and connecting with them. So we're going to our first gathering with another group, and the church is going to be the Connect team. They have about, I think she said about 10 to 15 members that are strong. So she said those people will show up. So we're going to get together, laugh, break bread, get to know each other. And we're actually going to branch off to different groups in the church. And then we're going to make a proposal to meeting with the pastor and first lady. So hopefully we can meet them in a group setting. I think that would be a lot easier and a lot better. So before I end the video, this is very, very critical. This is a plan of action that is going to affect ASAP. We called it a rest day. When I was talking to Keisha from the Connect team, we were sharing ideas. We were sharing visions. They're going to start doing the one-on-ones. They're going to start doing the prayer partners. And Keisha's going to start to connecting with her members on a one-on-one basis. So they took some of our philosophies, and we're going to take some of their philosophies. And one of the things that they're doing is they're implementing a rest day, which means that if you're resting that Sunday, you almost get the whole week off. You get the week off to rest. You get to focus on your kids. You get to focus on yourself. Do everything you need to do to put rest inside of yourself. It can be visiting a friend's church. It can be visiting your family. It could just be coming to church and just worshiping and not worry about responsibilities. You can go to work. You can do whatever your case may be, but you're relieved of your responsibilities for the whole week. So we want to do that stuff starting today because I feel like we want you to have your insanity, but also have rest, have your own personal time with God where you're not pouring out every week. You don't have obligations every single week. My wife and I, we talked about it. We prayed about it. We put everybody's name in a hat. And this week, the person who's going to rest is Ty. Ty, this is your rest week. You don't have no obligations. I know it's like Friday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you don't have any obligations. You can spend time with your kids. You can come to church whenever you feel like it. You can rest. You can worship. You're free. You're relieved from your duties this week. Next week, we'll talk about who's going to be next week. So every week, somebody's going to have a rest day. I think they'll be very fitting for the group, and also going to bring back life. Sometimes we need a break to focus on our own lives. So guys, this is my message to you guys. Stay encouraged, stay focused, and be mindful of this. This is my word for you guys. God gave me a vision about a week ago about the power of your words. And he was saying that, Ryan, just because you're not in my presence doesn't mean you don't still carry authority. And I said, God, what do you mean? He said, when you're in my presence, I grace you with stuff. I give you favor. I give you authority. I give you power. But when you are not in my presence, your body still carries authority. And he said, Ryan, when you say bad words, when you talk negative about yourself, when you talk negative about your situation, you give permission for unclean spirits to walk past your guardian angels and affect your life. And I saw a vision of my guardian angels trying to stop an unclean spirit from getting close to me. And the unclean spirit held up a sheet of paper that gave him permission to touch me. And the unclean spirit told my guardian angel that Ryan has summoned me here to be here. Ryan has called me here. Ryan has used his authority and gave me permission to affect his life. And my abilities is to cause destruction, pain, and to kill. But Ryan has called me here. And because of that, the guardian angel had to let him pass. And he was allowed to cause havoc and pain and chaos in my life because of the words I spoke. So I say this to say this. Be mindful of the words you speak. Be mindful of the things you say. Because even though you're not speaking highly, even though you're not speaking holy words, your words still carry authority. Your words still have an assignment. You are kings and queens in the eyes of God. It's a gift that God has given you. So be mindful of the things you say, because you could be calling unclean spirits and giving them permission to be in your life. So from this day forward, be mindful of the things you say. Be mindful of the things you command. And you may say, Ryan, what do I say? What do I command? The more time you spend in the Spirit, the more time you spend with the Holy Spirit, you'll be familiar with the things of the Spirit. So what I'm trying to say is, the more time you spend with God, you will start to see things as they should be. And as you start to say things as they should be, you're not lying. You're not saying your kids are behaving when they're misbehaving. But you will call your kids as they should be. You will say you're a leader. You're going to say that, yes, you are mature. Yes, you are brave. Yes, you are a king. Yes, you are a queen. Yes, you're not defeated. You're not depressed. You're not lonely. You are a child of God. Start to say these things over your kids. Say these things over your own life, over your job, over your finances. Say the promises that God has given you. Repeat the dreams, the prophecies God has given you, the visions God has given you. Repeat these things. And what is going to happen is you're going to start to call upon clean spirits. You will start to you will summon the presence of God. And those are the spirits that will impact your life and not the unclean spirits. So guys, I'm glad to be back. I know I've been gone for a while, but God bless you. And let's get back on our post.